Right, welcome back everybody. Let's get into the trending topics for today. And again, somewhat reading like a gossip column. It really is. So, Edwin Sodi's number one there.
Edwin Sodi, Musa Kaula, Mini Dlamini, they go together.
Yeah.
So by now, if you're on the Twitter streets, you would know Musa Kaula is this guy who just drops files every other day about celebrities and their doings. So the latest is, of course, if you've been following Minnie Dlamini, you would know that she's in the process of getting divorced from her husband, Quinton Jones. And Musa Kaula now drops a file saying that Edwin Sodi, Minnie had an affair with Edwin Sodi, and that this could somehow have been part of the reason why.
So here's the tweet.
In this mess.
I'll read just the tweet and then you carry on, which is nice. Rumor has it, this is from Musa Kaula, rumor has it Edwin Sodi and Minnie Dlamini kept their spark alight. Whilst Dlamini Jones was married, it is also said that his private jet was put to good use, entertaining Minnie Dlamini and her friends.
With a picture of Minnie Dlamini in a private jet. We don't know whether it was one that belongs to Edwin Sodi. We don't even know. I don't even know if Edwin Sodi owns a private jet, but this is what Musa Kaula is saying.
Okay, and then the Twitter sphere opens up and starts dropping files left, right and center, and also bringing up Proverb. Proverb is into the conversation as well, and Proverb, well, I mean, you were explaining to me what happened with his...
Oh, this was years back, when Proverb and his wife separated and ultimately got divorced. And Edwin Sodi, it was alleged, was also the man, the third party in that marriage that led to that breakup. So this is why Proverb got dragged into it as well.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so again, please, this is not us, this is Twitter. This is what Twitter is saying.
This is what's trending.
Okay, this is what these are the trending topics. So before everybody thinks that we're dropping files, we're just telling you what we're reading this morning. So, all right, the next one is the sports story, and this is all about Ria Ledwaba. And my gosh, there was drama there yesterday as the SAFA president, Ria Ledwaba, opted out of the election launch. And, you know, this is a very, very big moment for anybody. And there was just a bit of an air of despair when attending the SA Sports dignitaries. You know, everybody was there. But Ria Ledwaba, on the advice, I suppose, of her lawyer, saying, nope, not got to be there because you're not allowed to campaign X amount of months. You're only allowed to campaign 14 days before the election. Is that what the ruling is?
This is what Vusiwe was explaining during the sports bulletin, and of course, it's all very curious at this point. And I think SAFA has a lot of explaining to do, because if things remain the way they are, it obviously only works to the benefit of the incumbent. And it's unfair towards other contenders, at least that's my perspective on it. So Ria Ledwaba there, obviously the likes of Ntambira Vele, coming out to show their support for Ria in her campaign, what was supposed to be her campaign launch to run for the SAFA presidency. It's sad that she could not attend.
No, or face expulsion or suspension if she spoke about it.
One has to wonder whether this will still be used against her, regardless. We wait to see.
Gosh, that's just it doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I mean,
I'm glad she will be running. That's if she's not disqualified, because one just gets a sense that maybe there will be a way. People will be looking for ways to disqualify her. At least this is what it seems like from how things are playing out.
So this is it. The gloves are on. The battle is open. So we'll see where this goes with SAFA. So Ria Ledwaba trending there. Pravin, And then again, I mean, this is a standard trending topic. This is Pravin Gordhan, our minister, and I think now for his latest whole idea where members of parliament basically questioning the public enterprise minister about the decision to privatise SAA, and still so many questions.
Finally, you know, here's the thing. The Takatso deal with SAA, you can go back and watch the interviews that we've done where questions have been asked about this deal. Well, Treasury doesn't seem to know the details of the deal. Last week, the Auditor General was before SCOPA, the Standing Committee on Public Accounts in Parliament, and the Auditor General hasn't had sight of that deal, and she said her office still needs to audit the 49% share that the South African government still holds in SAA, because you would remember they sold 51% to Takatso. And that was going to be with Takatso injecting some 3 billion rand, which in itself is absolutely mind-boggling. But all of that aside, now nobody seems to have had sight of that deal with Takatso. We don't know whether Takatso has put in any money, given that SAA has taken to the skies again. So if they haven't, then we have to ask questions about, if they haven't pumped any money in yet, what is the point then of that 51% stake going to Takatso? But of course, the Minister of Finance, Enoch Godongwana, telling us what we already know. In terms of, SAA was a drain on the South African fiscus. It was, but if you have still put in money to keep it going, then at a 3 billion rand stake for 51%, it raises too many questions.
Way too many questions, but we've been wondering about this for a long time. So let's park that
but
one.
Also, worth saying in closing, people on the Twitter sphere have been asking
all these questions.
If this was anyone other than Pravin Gordhan, would we be so silent? Would it be acceptable for the sort of things that are happening to happen? And these are questions that need to be asked.
All right. I think we need a very, very quick follow-up interview on this one, and to figure out what's going on. Would be stunning to speak to Pravin. If he would come and talk to us, we would absolutely love that. I think that would be a great one. And then just quickly to finish it off, this is Aston Villa versus Liverpool. So we now see that Liverpool, a 2-goal victory last night over Aston Villa.